Hey guys, and welcome to day 4 of our vlog series on the Bayliner boat project. Today, you guys are in for a little treat. We're finally taking the boat down to the lake for the first time, so stay tuned.
Alright, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and what I want to do is by 6 o'clock, which is first light, dawn, I want to have this out of here, and, well, mainly everything else temporarily, and I want to take it down to the lake to fix the way it's situated on the boat trailer, because right now it's not level, and on one side the support isn't, it's sideways. Let me show you all that. Alright, so down under here you can see that is sideways of how it should really be, and you can kind of see how it's crooked down along there. It's hard to see, but this dust stuff that looks like it's all back there is essentially old ant pile that after it got wet just got all crumbled. Now what's crazy is if you look right here, you see exactly where some ants are going straight into this fiberglass, right through that hole. So guess what? I'm sure whenever we pull this fiberglass skin off here, we'll find the wood completely eaten out by these ants. And these ones look alive right now. So I'm probably going to spray some poison on these. I got that big honker side piece out that was right here. There's just one more wire I need to snip from the throttle, and I'll take the throttle completely out of here. And then I'll finish getting my tools and stuff out of here. Then we'll take it down to the lake real quick, right before the sun comes up. That way we'll be there before anybody else. Alrighty, got all my stuff out of the boat now. Getting ready to take it out of the garage. It is 5:50, so it's almost 6 o'clock. Pulling her out now, getting her ready to go. Just gonna back the truck up and hook it up, then we'll be on our way to the lake. Well, it is 6:13 and we are on our way to the lake. Right on schedule. Just as the sunlight's starting to come out. Alrighty, it is 6:24 and we are just pulling up to the lake now. So it took about 11 minutes, give or take. There's already 3 people here, but that's alright. That's why we're here early, before there's 20 people. Alright, we got the boat in the water. Looks kind of cool. Will be nice when the day comes that we can use it. Boy, doesn't she look nice. I tell you what though, it sure is a beautiful sunrise. You know, the views don't get much better than that. Just a nice, smooth, calm lake. Sun coming up. 70 degrees, feels great. Pretty cool. Alright guys, so the status update, it is day 4 and we took this bad boy out to the lake this morning at 6 a.m. The goal there was to resituate it on the trailer since one of the supports was sort of sideways, and it was this one here. You can kind of see
that's not what you want, although it does straighten out in the back. So what was happening before was this was all the way over to where that was resting. Basically the metal bracket was hitting the hole, which isn't good. So at least now it's just hitting the 2x4, but basically it's just really warped. I'm probably going to have to replace that 2x4 ultimately, since I'm sure it was just warped like this over the years, and maybe the previous owner didn't check to make sure it was rotated correctly. But so that's that. So status update on the boat. We've got a lot of stuff ripped out, all of the seats, and we saw before they were stacked up in the garage, so things were just really messy in here. So I went ahead and cleaned out the entire garage, so now it's all nice, organized, not full of crap everywhere. I've actually got the as sort of templates for the sizes for building the new ones. I've got them hidden underneath our travel trailer here just to keep them out of the way. For now, out of sight, out of mind. There was some bugs, some ants crawling on them, and we don't need that in our garage. So day 4, what do I want to get done before the end of the day? So it is evening time. What I'm hoping to do is cut out this whole box right here where the passenger side seats would sit. So I did get that angle grinder I showed before, but right here it gets pretty narrow. So I think what I'm gonna do is just use the jigsaw on this part, just because it'll be able to fit in there better without having to worry about it. And that's what I did on the other side. So I'll go ahead and grab that now. So just this is the Hyper Tough brand, which is Walmart. Not the best, but certainly gets the job done on a budget. And I'm sure I'm destroying this blade on the fiberglass, but that's perfectly fine with me. If I ever need to use this on another project for woodworking, I'll probably just get a new blade. So I'll get to it after I finish cutting this out and pull it out. I'll set it next to the other one you see there leaning up against the trash can. Having that out of the way will just give me better access, you can see over there, to just lay down flat on the floor, because to undo this whole piece here, which you see I already did that side, there's a whole bunch of bolts up and under there that you gotta loosen. So doing that's a bit of a pain. It's hard reaching your arm up in there, so getting this out of the way will help with that. So I'll cut this out, and then I'm gonna try to take this off. I'll probably park the boat in the garage at that point, since it'll probably start getting dark soon-ish. And I think that'll be enough to call it a day. We'll see tomorrow where I'm at to what I want to do next. Maybe cut more foam out, or maybe work on the front a little more. So alright, I'll try to cut this out and we'll go from there. Alright, so we started cutting with the jigsaw. You can see how far we got here. Not quite to halfway, but almost. And then on this side I started cutting from out here because it was just really thick fiberglass up closer to it. And then I got to about here. You'll notice right here, you see there's this little valley. Well, this little, it's hard for you to tell, but this comes up here. This is the hole, right? The plywood just comes to here and stops. So obviously we don't want to cut into the hole, so it's a very narrow space we have here. And it was slowing down with the jigsaw, so I think I am gonna have to get in with the grinder after all, which I checked because I wasn't sure if it would fit, but it looks like it just barely fits in here. It is a snug fit, but the blade will be pretty close to the box, which is what we want, especially up towards here. So we'll just cut that and get through, and that'll work. So hopefully that'll do the trick here in a minute. Okay, I think we got it. All the way through there. The grinding wheel goes through it pretty fast. The thing with it is it kicks up a lot of dust. That fiberglass dust is not good for you. You'll have to excuse my voice, but I have to use this respirator with that fiberglass dust. Otherwise I would be in bad shape. Because it is mean. So we should be able to, oh, there we go. Wow. Alright. I got that side right out. That's what we wanted to do, so it's good. Nasty. I will say, I think the plywood on this side is actually in better shape than the plywood was on this side. Might just be me though. Alright, got that out. Now I think the next thing I want to do is take a break for a few minutes to let all this dust settle in here. I think I might vacuum up a little bit. And then after that, I'll put the boat in the garage. And then I'll try to take this side panel off here when it's in the garage. Then I think I'll call it a day. Okay, since I was here, I went ahead and just kept cutting along that line to get the rest of this fiberglass out here, since we're going to have to do it eventually anyways. So, boy, that's satisfying to pull out a big chunk like that. Actually, this part of the plywood's pretty hard. You can see the rot right there though, so it's definitely spreading over. So that's cool. Alright, no more cutting today. Gonna clean it up a little, let the dust settle, put her in the garage, and then try to take this piece off.
Alrighty guys, we got her back in the garage. You can see we got to get her in crooked right now. That's just because this hitch isn't a removable one. So if we had it straight, it would stick out because she's such a big girl and we wouldn't be able to close the garage. So, which in a heads up, after we fix her up some, one of the things I want to do is install a tongue hinge kit. So basically you slice it, you drill some holes, you attach this metal pretty heavy duty hinge on it to where you'd be able to fold this back to essentially where it's flush with the boat there. So then I would be able to fit it in the garage straight, so then we'd be able to park one of the cars in next to it. So be looking out for that as a future video. So now we got it in the garage. I lied. I said I was gonna sweep, but then I thought, you know, we're just gonna make a whole lot more mess. I'll just do it later. So now I'm gonna get to trying to unbolt that big long side piece over there. So we'll see how long that takes. Alright, I got the first bolt and I just wanted to kind of show you guys what you got to do here. It's pretty dark, but you might be able to see it. Oh my god. You talk about awkward positions to get to. don't know if you can see it in there, but there's the first bolt. I don't think y'all can see it, actually. But it's up there, basically towards the top. Oh, there you go. Now y'all can kind of see. It's not those, but it's basically that high. So, I mean, you're reaching in here, you're trying to hold the wrench upside down with your left hand, and you're dropping it. You can see how this is a challenge. And there's about 6 million more to go. So, one down, slowly but surely. Whew. Alrighty, so we finally got all the bolts out of that. You can see them here. There's at least, I don't know, 10, felt like 3 million. So now we should be able to just pop this off. There we go. Oh, looks like I might have missed one up there. 1 second. Alright, I figured out what the dealio was. On this side, this piece here is keeping that one in. So I had to undo that so that we can get that one out. On this side, we didn't run into that issue because that doesn't have that same cushion pad there. So now, after too much messing around with that, there we go. Now we got it out of here. Excellent. Just gotta detach the speaker wires here and then we'll be good to go. And I think I am going to call it a night. Alrighty, we got that bad boy out of there. There really wasn't that much rod on it at the front. It was really just in the back where there was rod, but you can actually see part of the wood delaminated and just stayed there, which isn't good. So there you go. I think that's pretty much it for today. I'm gonna call it a night. That's all for day 4, folks.